We made it faster. It's 2.5 minutes per block as opposed to 10 minutes for Bitcoin. The general idea was to kind of complement Bitcoin. I saw it as, like, I kind of marketed it as silver to Bitcoin's gold. I see Litecoin and Bitcoin working side by side.
And so this is not a competing cryptocurrency effectively. You actually really do see it as a symbiotic relationship.
I do, but it's in some sense it's competing, right? It's competing for mind share. Definitely, it's a different coin. So if people using Litecoin, they may not use Bitcoin. So it does compete a little bit, but I see it more as complementary. I saw Bitcoin as a better version of gold, actually a better form of money that we've ever seen. And that just captured my attention. I've always understood how gold and silver were used throughout history as money, and how we came to the fiat currencies we have today. And I just saw Bitcoin as just kind of very similar to gold, but better, and it could actually replace the current monetary system. And I also understood like the math and the cryptography behind it. So I guess really captured my attention.
That was Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, discussing why he started Litecoin, how it works together with Bitcoin, and why he decided to get into the whole crypto space. We're going to be checking out some more clips from him in a second, talking about the benefits of Litecoin and Bitcoin and how they could really be big in the future. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to be discussing this breaking news that could really be huge for Litecoin and Bitcoin over the next couple of years. You can see this is from Michael Saylor here. He says consensus is building that everything in crypto industry other than Bitcoin is a security, destined to be regulated by the SEC. This makes Bitcoin the only crypto asset suitable for use as global money. Now, when Michael Saylor says this, I think there will be some exceptions, and I think Litecoin will be that exception because it's basically the same thing as Bitcoin. There's not very many fundamental differences between Bitcoin and Litecoin. And just the other day, the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, came out and said this. He says, everything other than Bitcoin, you can find a website, you can find a group of entrepreneurs. They might set up their legal entities in a tax haven offshore. They might have a foundation. They might lawyer it up, try to arbitrage it, and make it hard jurisdictionally or so forth. In other words, there are people behind these cryptocurrencies using a variety of complex and legally opaque mechanisms, but at the most basic level, they are trying to promote their tokens and entice investors. Bitcoin, because of its unique history and creation history, is fundamentally different from other crypto projects in this respect. And when he says that, you can take a crypto like Litecoin and also put it in there because it's proof of work, has the same type of algorithm that Bitcoin runs on. There's not very many differences. There was no pre-mine on either Bitcoin or Litecoin, so that makes them very, very similar. And let's go ahead and see what Gensler actually said about Litecoin a couple of years ago in terms of regulation.
But it's really critical to go through the top tokens. And so we did a little analysis. I've done this analysis, but with the help of some others, on just the big five: Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. All strikes that they're probably not. There's a non-lawyer. I get it. People were starting to tweet, is he a lawyer? But Bitcoin and so forth, probably not. And why do I say that? Because Bitcoin came into existence as mining began as an incentive in validating a distributed platform. No initial token offering, no pre-mined coins, no kind of common enterprise under that Howey test. And Litecoin and Bitcoin were both forks off of that.
So as you can see in this chart here, the amount of Litecoin addresses just surpassed the amount of total Ethereum addresses. And you can see Litecoin has been climbing here as of late. Over the past couple months, the number of total Litecoin addresses has really been growing at a pretty fast rate. And I think what's happening here, people are starting to understand that regulation is coming to this cryptocurrency market. And if it does happen like Gary Gensler is saying it's going to happen, me personally, I hope that they don't just deem all crypto assets securities and they all just go away. But some people have actually speculated if that does happen, exchanges like Coinbase, the US-based exchanges, will have to delist the rest of these crypto assets like Ethereum and some of the other ones out there. So you really only have a couple of cryptos on there like Bitcoin and Litecoin, which would really drive the price for both of these two. In my personal opinion, you guys can leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below. But we are starting to see the Litecoin address is growing here, so people are starting to get the memo that, hey, maybe Litecoin could have some nice gains. It could get back in the top 10, even potentially be a number 2 crypto again. It's definitely not off the cards. We've seen crazier things happen in this crypto space. And also with the addition of MWEB, I believe that gives Litecoin a huge benefit to the entire cryptocurrency market, because Litecoin is so big. It's one of the most widely traded cryptocurrencies out there. Adding a layer 2 of MWEB, which enables privacy transactions, basically it makes Litecoin the number 1 way to transact privately in the entire world outside of just physical cash. And I think that holds a lot of value, and we'll definitely see how much value goes into the market cap over the next couple of years because of MWEB. But I think it's something that a lot of people in the crypto space are sleeping on. I believe Litecoin is a crypto a lot of people are sleeping on. They think that Litecoin had its heyday back in 2017, 2018, and it's never going to come back. But I really think we could see some things change here over the next couple of years as this crypto space matures. But let's go ahead and see why Charlie Lee believes that Bitcoin and Litecoin could be so huge in the future. Let's check it out here.
For one thing, currently we have a system of money that the government can inflate away, right? They can, with quantitative easings and other things, they can just print more money and devalues everyone's currencies. And I also saw that because of that, it's not good to keep your money in the bank, right? Because your money will become less valuable over time. So it kind of forces people to essentially gamble with their money, right? They have to put it in the stock market or some other asset class that doesn't get devalued or that has potential of making more money. And effectively, it just keeps the same purchasing power, right? Because of devaluation of the US dollar, and if you make 3, 5, 10% on your investment, effectively you're just keeping the same purchasing power. So I think it's just a broken system. And with something like gold or Bitcoin, it's a better form of money, I would say. Gold is great. Government can't devalue it. It's fixed supply, right? But the problem is there's storage costs, and then if you want to transfer it, it's not easy to transfer gold cross country, cross borders. But something like Bitcoin and Litecoin, it has pretty much all the good properties of gold, except it's not physical, and then you can store it cheaply and you can transfer it cheaply. It's just a better form of gold. From my point of view, I don't think the state needs control of money, right? Money is just a way where people can transfer and store value, right? There's no reason why the state needs to have control over it. I mean, only recently do we have like the concept of fiat currency where the state has control over it. I mean, throughout history, we've always used things like gold and silver as real money, as ways to transfer and store value. And I think Bitcoin will help us get back to that better kind of way of people using money.
I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. If you are new to our channel, we have new crypto videos coming out every single day. And if you want to support the channel, check out our Patreon. The link will be in the description below. We give exclusive content over there. So check us out on Patreon if you guys haven't already. But thank you for watching. My name is Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.